My name is Molly Wiemet. I go by Carswell, and I'm 18 years old. My kidneys don't filter out the bad stuff, and that creates kidney stones, which are notoriously painful. And my first was when I was 3 years old. This catheter is for dialysis. I go to dialysis 3 times a week. It takes my blood, filters it, and puts it back in my body.
If you don't have dialysis, your heart would stop. I'm Dr. Jeffrey Veal. I'm professor and director of the UCLA Kidney Exchange program.
I'm more tired than I've ever been. I've always loved being in plays. I did Beauty and the Beast and a Christmas play that was put on every year. Last year was the only time I missed it. My previous high school was my second home. It was my everything, and I had to drop out in junior year, and it was one of the most difficult things I've had to do. The kidney stones, the surgeries can't even compare to what it felt like watching them move on. Getting a transplant would change everything.
There's 2 ways you could become an organ donor. The first way would be a living donor, and typically you would donate your kidney.
I don't think many people can quite grasp it unless they see it for themselves, that you can save so many lives that you don't even realize, including me.
Hi, my name is Justin Wang, and I'm 18 years old. When I was really young, I had a blood disorder that turned into a chronic heart disease, and I needed a transplant.
Tragically, if you were to die, you could donate not just your kidney, but your heart, your lung, your liver.
After my heart transplant, I started cooking, and cooking was exercise for me. It might not seem like much, but going to the kitchen, getting the pots and pans, and getting the ingredients from the pantry was exercise. Through that, I built up my tolerance to the point where I was able to be running again. I created a cookbook after my heart transplant, and it was to keep me on track for a healthy life. I called it Justin's Hearty Recipes. I was featured on BuzzFeed Tasty. Through that, I was able to share my story, and I'm going to be showing you how to make heart-healthy chicken chow mein. In high school, I was able to raise awareness for organ donation by participating in the Pink Dot Club. The Pink Dot Club was dedicated to raising awareness for people on the transplant waiting list and to help them in the hospital. I think that every day is just a blessing, and I'm so thankful to be here.
My name is Ethan Locker, and I'm a 20-year-old. I love playing basketball. I've been playing my entire life, but I banged the hardwood floor too many times to count. So my sophomore year at high school, I was battling chronic knee pain, and I pushed myself until I really wasn't even able to walk anymore. So I found this doctor in Scripps Hospital, San Diego, that was able to perform an allograft surgery where he replaced the shredded cartilage with a donor match.
And you can also donate tissues, you can donate bone, you can donate tendons and ligaments.
I'm training to be a part of American Ninja Warrior, to use this platform to showcase my skill set and athleticism as a tissue recipient and show people just how strong recipients can be. A tissue donor saved and improved my life, and I thank him every day. Check yes to become an organ, eye, and tissue donor.
My name is Xavier McLeod, I'm 17.
Hi, I'm Valerie James, and I'm Xavier McLeod's mom. He started dialysis when he was 1.5 years old. He had a vesicostomy placed because he wasn't able to go to the bathroom on his own. He had a feeding tube placed. It was very difficult because he was a sick little baby. After his transplant, he was able to start playing t-ball. He had a lot of energy, so it really changed his quality of life.
The Transplant Games is an Olympics where all the recipients, the donors, come together. I've won a medal for track and field, specifically the mile, swimming. The freestyle is my favorite one. I got a medal in that one. I remember my first year, I was just thinking, I was like, so I'm not alone anymore.
We found out that his donor was a young man named Sam McCrow. He was doing what he loved to do, which was surfing the waves, and he suffered a brain aneurysm. He was pronounced brain dead.
Brain death is different from a coma. If a person's in a coma, you can recover from it. With brain death, the brain actually swells and shuts off the blood supply to your brain. And when you have no blood supply to your brain, then the brain cells die and there's no recovery.
He had already told his family previously that he would want to donate his organs if anything ever happened to him, and Xavier received one of his kidneys.
Every organ, every tissue, everything inside of us is all the same color, same everything. It doesn't matter who you give it to, what race you give it to, it doesn't matter.
On the day that Xavier received his transplant, two families joined as one. They're able to watch Xavier grow and know that their son, their brother, is still alive.
If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be able to go to high school. He gave me a second chance at life.
I've had numerous coworkers, friends tell me because of Xavier's story, they went to the DMV and checked the box to be a donor.
My name is Maria Jimenez, and I'm Adrian's mom. Adrian was generous, funny, just enthusiastic about life. In November of 2013, Adrian, then 21, was about to register for his next college semester. And he looked at me, and in his casual way, he said, "Mom, by the way, if anything happens to me, I want to be an organ donor." On a Monday morning in January, we found ourselves in the emergency room with a diagnosis of bacterial meningitis. There was nothing else that they could do for Adrian, and he was declared brain dead.
Cardiac death is when your heart stops. It's different from brain death.
He was able to donate both kidneys, both lungs, and his liver. He saved 3 moms. I could not see Adrian maybe get married, but they will see their children get married. I didn't see Adrian graduate from college, but they'll be able to see their children graduate from college, and that means a great, great deal to us.
I got to see our daughter get married, and I've just been blessed with a good quality of life since the transplant.
We have had the privilege to meet Linda, his double lung recipient. She was at end-stage cystic fibrosis. She was on oxygen 24/7. She goes hiking, she goes walking. She does so many things that she was not able to do before the transplant.
You can't thank somebody for saving your life. There's not a way to do that other than honor their loved one as best as you can. If I see an orange monarch butterfly, I think of Adrian.
We couldn't have handpicked a better lung recipient for our son, and the way that you honor him and all that you now do, honoring not only Adrian, but also the gift of life.
Thank you. I wouldn't have it any other way. The lungs I breathe with are Adrian's lungs.
Organ donation is rare, and the need is great. Adrian saved me by being an organ donor because he has given me purpose. I still say that we're still a team. He works through me, and it is amazing that I can sit here today and smile and live life to the fullest, the way that he lived it. And I hope that I make him proud.
I'm Reina Valenzuela, and I'm Brianna's mother. On March 31st, 2013, Brianna was in a rollover ATV accident. Brianna, unfortunately, was brain dead.
Young girl, unfortunately got in a car accident. Such a severe brain injury, and then unfortunately there's no recovery.
Brianna was a loving, funny character. A month prior to her accident, we had went to motor vehicles department, and without any hesitation, she says, "Mom, I want to go ahead and be an organ donor." After 8 years of waiting patiently, we're here finally, meeting Julia.
It's been 8 years since I've had my transplant. And I never thought that we would be here today, meeting them. So nice to you.
Finally meeting Julia, finally get to hear the heartbeat of my lovely daughter. This is a precious moment for myself and our family.
Oh, my baby. She still in fear, love you. She's living on through me. I have someone that's there motivating me behind the scenes. She has made such an amazing impact on my life, and so I want to remember her and, in a sense, make her proud.
I think people should sign up for organ donation because they will be able to save someone else's life.
A stranger can really help another person. And the neat thing is that they're compatible. They match, which is so beautiful.
I played soccer for the majority of my life with no idea that there was anything wrong with me at all. It all changed within a matter of weeks.
Check yes to become an organ, eye, and tissue donor.
You can save so many lives that you don't even realize, including me.